Elon Musk has sold billions of dollars worth of Tesla stock. That's right, billions, gone in a flash. Not only that, he's pulled money out of other U.S. investments too. Yet strangely, almost no one in Washington seems to know why. But here's the thing, it's not random. It's not just about cashing out. This move, it could be the first step in something far bigger and far more dangerous. Let's get specific. In the last few months, Elon Musk has sold over $8 billion in Tesla shares. That's not pocket change, even for the world's richest man. It's the kind of move that sends shockwaves through the stock market. But the real question is, what does Elon Musk know that we don't? Because when someone like Musk makes a move this bold, it's usually not about money alone. It's about foresight. It's about seeing the storm before everyone else does, and quietly preparing for it. Imagine this like a game of chess. While most people are still moving pawns, Musk is already planning 5 moves ahead. He's not just a CEO selling shares. He's making a strategic repositioning, maybe even an escape plan. Now picture this. A rapid-fire montage of headlines flashes across the screen. United States national debt hits record high, market volatility shakes Wall Street, Congress deadlocked on spending bills, credit rating downgrade looms. These aren't just headlines. They're warning signs. And Elon Musk is clearly paying attention. This isn't just a sell-off. It's the opening shot of a much larger story. Here's something you need to know about Elon Musk. He never moves without a reason. Whenever Musk makes a bold decision, there's usually a pattern behind it. He moves early, before the problem becomes obvious. He moves globally, thinking beyond just one country or one market. And most importantly, he moves quietly, without warning. Let's look back at his track record. Remember when Musk took Starlink, his satellite internet company, and started shifting operations away from United States military contracts? He moved parts of Starlink outside of Pentagon control, setting up independent systems that the United States government can't easily access. Or take his AI ventures. When the United States started tightening AI regulations, Musk quietly relocated data operations to the United Arab Emirates, a country that offers friendlier rules for cutting-edge tech. And don't forget about Tesla. When United States lawmakers introduced stricter electric vehicle supply chain rules, Musk didn't complain publicly. Instead, he restructured Tesla's entire supply chain, looking to China, India, and Brazil for raw materials and battery components. This isn't random. It's part of a clear playbook. Anticipate the storm, move before it hits, protect your empire before the walls come down. Let's take a closer look at the state of America's economy, because that's where the next piece of the puzzle starts. To understand why Musk is making these moves, you need to look at the bigger picture, the United States economy. Right now, it's not just shaky, it's like a house with smoke pouring out of the windows. The warning signs are everywhere. Let's break it down. The United States national debt has crossed $35 trillion. That's more money than the entire U.S. economy produces in a year. To make it simple, imagine a household earning $100,000 a year, but owing $120,000 on credit cards, and still spending more. Then there's the political gridlock. In Washington, lawmakers can't agree on basic spending bills. Every few months, the government comes close to a shutdown. It's like watching two people fight over how to steer the car, while the car is already heading for a cliff. Because of this instability, credit agencies like Moody's and Fitch have issued warnings. Last year, Fitch actually downgraded the U.S. credit rating, something that rarely happens to a country as powerful as the United States. That's like your bank suddenly lowering your credit score, even if you're still paying your bills, because they no longer trust you'll keep it up. On top of all this, interest rates are rising fast. The Federal Reserve keeps hiking rates to fight inflation, but this makes borrowing money much more expensive. For regular people, that means higher mortgage rates and credit card bills. For businesses, it means less money for innovation and fewer chances to take big risks. Musk has been warning about this for years. He's spoken out multiple times about the unsustainable direction of U.S. financial policy. He's pointed out the risks of a system built on massive debt and constant printing of new money. So when Elon Musk sells off billions in Tesla stock and starts pulling away from U.S. investments, he's not panicking, he's predicting. He's watching the same headlines we are, but he's reading between the lines. To him, it's clear. The system is losing control. And that's why his next move was not sudden at all. In fact, it's been happening quietly for a while. Tesla has been slowly stepping away from America. Elon Musk didn't wake up one morning and decide to pull Tesla out of the United States overnight. This has been a quiet retreat, happening step by step over several years. Let's look at how Tesla has slowly been untangling itself from U.S. government programs and partnerships. First, Tesla started backing away from federal EV grants and subsidies. In the past, the United States government offered big tax breaks and funding to electric car makers like Tesla. But recently, Tesla has reduced its involvement, even as other companies rush to grab those benefits. Musk has often said he prefers to operate without government help, but some experts believe it's about avoiding future strings attached. He doesn't want Washington telling him how to run Tesla. Then there's the battery supply chain. Tesla no longer relies heavily on US-based suppliers for its critical parts. Instead, Musk has shifted battery partnerships to countries like China and Indonesia, where raw materials like lithium and nickel are easier to get, and where Washington has less influence. Tesla is also scaling down participation in US infrastructure programs. For example, while the United States is building thousands of EV charging stations under new government plans, Tesla is focusing on private expansion and global partnerships. In places like Brazil and India, Tesla isn't just selling cars. It's helping to build the infrastructure from the ground up, teaming up with governments that are eager for Musk's technology. Why is this important? Well, because it shows a strategy called jurisdictional hedging. That means spreading your business into countries where you're not trapped under one government's rules or risks. If things get too risky in one place, Musk can shift operations elsewhere. So, while this might look like a series of random business moves, it's actually a well-planned retreat from US dependence. But if Tesla is moving away from America, who is Musk getting closer to? The answer? BRICS nations. And they're rolling out the red carpet. As Elon Musk quietly pulls back from the US, he's building new partnerships elsewhere, especially with BRICS nations. For those unfamiliar, BRICS stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These countries are trying to build their own version of global power, an economic and technological alliance that doesn't rely on the West, and right now, they see Elon Musk as a major asset. Let's start with India. Tesla has been negotiating directly with the Indian government to set up a massive EV production hub. At the same time, Starlink is preparing to roll out satellite internet across India, especially in rural areas where traditional internet doesn't reach. This move could give Musk a central role in India's digital infrastructure. In Brazil, Musk has already signed agreements to expand Starlink's network in the Amazon rainforest, providing internet to remote areas that have never been connected before. But this isn't just about internet. It's about building a foothold in Brazil's communication infrastructure. And in South Africa, Musk's home country, there are reports that Starlink is being considered for defense communications and national security networks. If that happens, it means Musk could end up controlling parts of military communications in countries far from US oversight. Meanwhile, in China, Tesla continues to operate its Gigafactory in Shanghai, which is one of the largest EV factories in the world. Despite tensions between Washington and Beijing, Musk has maintained strong ties with Chinese leaders, positioning Tesla as a key part of China's green energy strategy. BRICS countries are not just buying Musk's products, they're integrating his technologies into their national systems: energy, communication, transportation, and even defense. At the same time, back in the US, Musk's relationship with Washington is growing colder. He's scaling back defense cooperation, he's avoiding new regulatory partnerships, and he's clearly making himself less dependent on US political approval. This isn't just business, it's realignment. Musk is moving away from traditional Western alliances and stepping into a new global order where BRICS nations are eager to collaborate. But here's where it gets even more serious. Musk isn't just partnering with new countries. He's building technology systems that operate completely outside US control. At this point, it's no longer just about selling cars or launching satellites. Elon Musk is building something much bigger, an independent global tech empire. Think about it like this. Most tech companies operate under the rules of their home country. But Musk is creating a system that doesn't answer to any single government, not even the US. Let's break that down. Tesla's AI systems are now being embedded in foreign infrastructure. In China, Tesla's technology is already part of the power grid management. That means AI originally designed in California is now helping run Chinese energy systems, with no direct control from Washington. Starlink satellites orbit above dozens of countries, providing internet in places where governments can't build their own networks. Once Starlink is installed in a country's critical infrastructure, like schools, hospitals, or military bases, it's not easy to remove. That gives Musk enormous influence over global communications, far beyond what most people realize. Even SpaceX is shifting its priorities. While the company still launches missions for NASA, it's increasingly focused on international satellite launches and global clients. Some of these deals are with governments that the U.S. has little leverage over. What Musk is doing is creating a parallel system, an independent web of technology that operates beyond borders. Experts call this idea tech sovereignty. In simple terms, it means having total control over your own technology. No interference, no middleman, and no government telling you what to do. In Musk's case, it's like he's becoming a one-man tech superpower. He controls communications through Starlink, transportation through Tesla, and space infrastructure through SpaceX. And he's building AI systems that aren't tied to U.S. government servers or oversight. This raises a serious question. If Musk's technology doesn't answer to Washington anymore, then who does it answer to? That's exactly what the U.S. government is starting to worry about, because they're beginning to realize they might have already lost control. Right now, behind closed doors in Washington, there's growing panic about Musk's global pivot. It's not just about the money he moved out of the U.S., it's about the power that's going with it. According to reports from insiders at the Pentagon and Treasury Department, investigations are already underway. Officials are scrambling to figure out just how much of America's tech infrastructure still depends on Musk, and how much he's already moved beyond their reach. In fact, Musk has already been removed from several US AI advisory boards. Why? Because policymakers are worried about conflicts of interest. They're starting to realize that Musk's business interests are no longer fully aligned with national security interests. And it's not just Washington that's concerned. US allies are starting to ask tough questions too. Many European defense officials are uneasy because Starlink has become a crucial part of battlefield communications in Ukraine. But at the same time, Musk has refused to grant override access to the US military, even in situations that involved active combat. Imagine that. A private company controlling satellite systems that military commanders can't fully command. This has sparked global debates about who controls the tools of modern war, communication, and infrastructure. Is it governments? Or is it tech billionaires like Musk? The Pentagon knows it's in a bind. On one hand, they need Musk's technologies. They're faster, more advanced, and in many cases, there's no alternative. On the other hand, they're losing leverage to guide or control what Musk does next. And the truth is, they may already be too late. Musk's system is built, the firewall is up, the escape plan is in motion. This isn't just a financial shift, it's a reshaping of global technological power. But the biggest question remains, is Musk really abandoning the United States? Or is he building something else entirely? Here's where the story gets even more complicated. This might not be about Elon Musk turning his back on America, it could be something deeper. He might be building a backup plan for the future of technology itself. Think about it. The United States system is slowing down. Regulations are stacking up. Innovation is getting harder and riskier. And with debt climbing and politics deadlocked, the country is struggling to keep pace with the rapid changes in technology and global markets. So what does Musk do? He starts building an infrastructure that doesn't depend on America to survive. Some experts believe Musk is preparing for collapse, not just of markets, but of the systems that power modern civilization. If that happens, he wants his tech empire to be safe. Electric cars, global satellites, AI networks, space infrastructure, these are things that can't just disappear because one country falls into crisis. In a way, Musk is acting like a survivalist, but on a global scale. Instead of stocking canned food and water, he's stocking technology pipelines that can't be cut off by any one government. So is Musk abandoning the United States? Or is he building the foundation for a new kind of global system, a decentralized network of innovation that can survive no matter what happens politically or economically? It's a chilling thought. Because if Musk is right about where things are headed, the future might belong to whoever controls the independent tech networks, not the old political powers. And if that's true, then the real question becomes, what is Elon Musk building next? And are the rest of us prepared for the world he's creating? So, what do you think? Is Elon Musk pulling away from the United States for good? Or is he building a backup plan for civilization itself? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this video made you think, Hit like and subscribe for more breakdowns of the global tech power plays that are reshaping our future, because the next phase, it's already underway, and you'll want to see what happens next.